Good.
Dan,
It's good. It's good.
Dan, I don't take disrespect lightly, you know. Don't sit on the table telling me we can go now and do all of this and that. And try to call me out.
Right, can we call that a cut?
Yep.
On this. So we need to pray for Jake Paul. Yes, I will pray.
Nobody expected this. A press conference planned for hype and trash talk turned chaotic when Jake Paul attacked Anthony Joshua backstage, leaving even AJ stunned. Fans immediately started saying Jake might have just signed his own death sentence after what happened next. Today, we're breaking down the chaotic brawl, what finally set Joshua off, and why the boxing world is genuinely worried about Jake's safety. The official Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua press conference was already tense, with Jake perfectly playing the YouTube villain, interrupting AJ, hyping himself up, and tossing little jabs that made the moment feel far bigger than it already was.
I'm knocking this guy out, becoming the CEO of Matchroom Boxing and changing the plans. And it's going to be me versus Tyson Fury next year. And this is going to be fun. I want him to cut me up. I want him to break my face. But guess what? He's going to have to kill me to stop me. And I'm ready to die, seriously ready to die in the ring to win this fight.
Seriously ready to die. Seriously ready to die.
We're all born to...
Joshua looked calm, quiet, almost annoyed, as if Jake wasn't even worth his time. But the moment they faced off, everything changed. Standing in front of AJ, Jake felt reality hit hard. Joshua wasn't just bigger or stronger. He looked like a completely different species.
Let's go!
And that's when it hit Jake Paul. There was no way he could match AJ's skill for skill. He needed another strategy, something that could get under Joshua's skin. So he did what he believed might give him even the smallest advantage. He tried to attack Anthony Joshua backstage.
I'm gonna break his face. I'm gonna break his body up. I'm gonna stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality. And I know what's in my heart. I know what's in my mind. And I'm here to compete. I'm here to prove myself that I'm the better fighter. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'll do that until I finish fighting, no matter who it is.
Right after the press conference, Jake approached Joshua backstage with a completely different energy. Away from cameras and crowds, he shoved him in a desperate attempt to get under AJ's skin. Instead of intimidating him, Jake awakened a sleeping monster.
Get in there. Get in there. Watch it. Watch out.
Monster. Witnesses said Joshua looked ready to end the entire event on the spot, lunging forward and shouting for security to move aside. Security rushed in, but AJ's eyes never left Jake, locked in and ready to strike. Jake believed he had the upper hand, thinking Joshua losing his cool meant the mind games had worked. Later that night, however, Joshua laughed it off, calling Jake delusional for thinking an attack like that would ever faze him.
I knock AJ out. I deliver what I was supposed to deliver years ago. I deliver what they ran from. I deliver what he asked for $50 million for. I'm gonna give him a $50 million knockout.
I honestly listen to what people say sometimes. They're avoided, this person's running. I honestly think some people are deluded. Really, I do think that they've got some sort of a long-term concussion, because no one's running. In terms of 50 million, I'm a businessman. If there was 50 million on the table, you think I'm not gonna take it for a fight?
And that's when it became obvious. Jake never got inside Joshua's head. All he managed to do was ignite one of the most dangerous heavyweights on the planet even further.
I do think he's crazy. I think he's got absolutely no chance. I think he's gonna get smashed to pieces.
Do you think Jake's crazy?
Yeah, I mean totally. I mean, listen, for us, we received an offer that was massive money and a really easy fight. We were talking about fighting this week here in an 8-round fight. Now we're fighting in an 8-round fight for 40 times more money against Jake Paul. So I love the opportunity for AJ on so many levels. I think it's a straightforward fight, massive profile, you know, and especially in the US. So we can go back into 2026 all guns blazing with Turk Al-Sheikh and the plans to hopefully fight Tyson Fury. But in the meantime, we get to wrap our hands, go out there, build the profile a little bit, smash up Jake.
This fight is controversial from the start. Jake Paul is, at most, a natural cruiserweight, while Anthony Joshua stands as a 6 feet 6 inches, 255-pound heavyweight force with Olympic pedigree, world championships, and devastating knockout power that can end careers.
What do you think about Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua?
It's one of the craziest propositions of all time. You take a guy who just had a boxing match that looks like a sparring match with a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, and then you're going to fight one of the absolute scariest knockout artists in the heavyweight division. The fact that Jake Paul wants to fight that guy, I'll watch. And if you want to show you're legit by taking on one of the scariest heavyweights alive, he's going to be terrifying. And he's going to have a lot to prove. He's going to be very angry that Jake Paul wants to fight him. Again, a guy who survived Usyk twice. You know, you saw what Usyk did to Dubois. That's the Usyk you're talking about. There's an Usyk that rocked Tyson Fury. You've lost to Tommy Fury, who's a very good boxer. This is a giant Olympic gold medalist heavyweight. And he's got that one-punch nuclear power.
Do you think they'll let everybody take the brakes off? Because there's all rumors about Tyson versus Jake, that both of them were sort of pulling punches.
This is different. I don't think this is that. I don't think this is that at all. It can't be that. Because Joshua is still competitive in the heavyweight division.
Jake Paul has never encountered anything like this. Not in boxing, not in MMA, not even in sparring. Speaking of sparring, a few weeks ago he was seen with a massive black eye during training camp.
Oh, wait, is your eye okay? How'd that happen? Who are you sparring?
I'm sparring a bunch of world champion heavyweights. I think Lawrence Okoli did that to me. He's like 6'6", 270.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, what are you weighing right now?
I'm like 215.
What's AJ's weight, 220?
He'll be like 250 in the ring.
Huh? 250?
Yeah.
Jake, 250 pounds he's gonna fight at.
Yeah. It's definitely a pretty wild fight, my brother.
A few weeks ago, he was seen with a massive black eye during training camp. Interview 8, Jake got pieced up by a heavyweight sparring partner. Not AJ, not a champion, just a solid heavyweight. If a regular heavyweight can give Jake black eyes, imagine what Anthony Joshua is going to do. This is the same Joshua who has flattened world-class heavyweights with a single punch. Jake getting marked up by sparring partners shows this fight might not be entertainment at all. It could be a medical emergency waiting to happen. And this is where things turn scary. Alexander Usyk, the pound-for-pound king, the unified heavyweight champion, and the man who beat Joshua, was asked about this fight. He didn't laugh or joke. He said seriously that AJ could end Jake Paul's life in the ring.
If Anthony Joshua won, Anthony, listen, a lot of questions, blah, blah, blah. Only one my answer. Anthony Joshua is Olympic champion. First. Yeah. Jake Paul, it's sportsman, YouTuber, showman. Rolls-Royce, Fiat. Listen, it's true. Yeah, I'm not. Типа, я не обзываюсь.
I have nothing bad in mind.
Yeah. It's just true. It's business, more money. Only this.
So we need to pray for Jake Paul.
Yes. I will pray Jake Paul because I want to fight with Jake Paul and
for this fight. Anthony Joshua has been training with members of Usyk's camp, the same team that outboxed him twice and exposed all his weaknesses. Joshua essentially went to the enemy to level up. He's perfecting his footwork, analyzing angles, and becoming sharper, faster, and more composed than ever.
Couple months now.
Couple months. In the darkness, in secret.
No, it's not a secret.
Are you sparring with Usyk?
No, I'm not sparring with Usyk. Usyk's he's training somewhere else. But he's been in camp, but he's in and out of camp.
Okay.
So right now he's training somewhere else.
It's great. I mean, obviously, he's training with the best in the world. He is one of the best heavyweights in the world. We expect nothing less. It's great. And I want the best version of Anthony Joshua.
Imagine Anthony Joshua with Usyk's mind. That's exactly who Jake Paul agreed to fight. It's no surprise fans are calling this the mismatch of the century.
My first thoughts was, this guy's crazy. Not gonna lie. But I get it. Coming from a guy who's not a true traditional boxer, and to be able to have a position where he can fight a former unified world champion, former Olympic gold medalist, and to do it on such a stage where Anthony Joshua is a superstar as well. I mean, like, he sold out the O2, twice.
Absolutely.
I think. So, I think Jake is setting himself up for, a huge spectacle, in which is kind of smart. If you're going to go big, why not go to the highest of the mountain?
Smart is one thing. What do you think happens in the ring, though, champ?
I think he gets hurt for sure. I think he gets obliterated. Something close to like Francis Ngannou. I think something like that happens, and it's going to be bad for him. But there will be a lot of viewers. There will be a lot of viewers, and it then will be a lot of money.
Almost every pro who has commented on this fight says the same thing. Jake Paul shouldn't be taking it. Boxers, MMA fighters, trainers, everyone agrees he's risking serious, permanent damage.
It's just a gross mismatch.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand his health is in jeopardy. So I'm not even entertaining it. I just think it's dangerous. And listen, I might have to work it, but it's just...
It's kind of ludicrous, isn't it, really?
It's insane. This boy is nuts. He's nuts, and I think he's putting his life before he's putting his life before money.
Yeah, it's
putting money before
crazy.
his life, which is just absolutely insane.
Others think Jake's team is setting him up for the worst beating of his life. This isn't like Jake facing older MMA fighters. This is a prime Anthony Joshua, now training with Usyk's Brain Trust. And he has something to prove.
AJ's going in there to destroy him.
Sometimes people want to call him a professional boxer. When it suits them, they want to call him a YouTuber. The reality is, he is a professional boxer. He's nowhere near world class, and he's well out of his depth against Anthony Joshua. This is a straightforward bank job, and it's just going to allow AJ to gel with his new team. The profile's fantastic, the money's great, and then normal business will be resumed in 2026.
This is where Jake's fan base divides. Some call him brave, but most see him as delusional. Jake genuinely believes his speed, confidence, and heart will be enough to carry him.
Do you think you're gonna knock him out?
Yeah, 100%. I see holes in his game where I can land a big shot.
Okay.
100%. It's going to be a very, 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 very tough fight.
Do you think this is your hardest opponent?
Yeah, by far.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, bro, I'm just outgunned in every category.
But here's the truth. Heart won't stop a heavyweight punch, and confidence won't protect your chin. Jake keeps trying to create chaos outside the ring, attacking AJ, pushing him, trash-talking, because deep down, he knows that inside the ring, he has nothing. No size advantage, no power advantage, nothing.
But if I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past a minute. To be quite honest with you, and as a safety aspect, there's no way that fight can go ahead. At the end of the day, my God, how good does it make me look? He gets beat by Jake Paul. Well, that automatically makes me two-time heavyweight champion of the world, doesn't it? There's no proper way. I've got to laugh about it. How are we even talking about this? He got his nut boxed off by me a little over 2 years ago, and now all of a sudden he's talking about fighting Anthony Joshua. It's like, come on. Like, you can't be serious. You can't beat me. I'm not Anthony Joshua, am I? So it's just ludicrous. It really is.
Even with all of Jake's delusion, you can't deny one thing. It takes serious guts to sign up for a fight like this. Most influencers wouldn't dare step near a prime heavyweight, let alone someone as dangerous as Anthony Joshua.
The whole world is going to watch this. I respect him for the bravery he's going to show stepping in with Anthony Joshua, because you just think, after looking at fights against Ngannou and I was watching his Pulev fight the other night, thinking, why would you do that? So I've got to commend and respect Jake Paul for that. For AJ, this isn't about Jake Paul, this is about AJ. It's about AJ's mentality when he walks in. It's about his hunger when he walks in. It's about his professionalism when he walks in. So we're all going to be watching AJ, not Jake Paul. And that's where the criticism is going to be, because Jake Paul could get in the ring, fall over, bang his head and knock himself out. Fight's over. Whereas AJ, even if he gives Jake Paul 30 seconds success, he's going to get criticised.
I don't think the money's a factor in it, not for him. I think he's got enough money where he's going for the glory. He believes he's got what it takes to win. Maybe there's stuff behind the scenes. Maybe he's significantly better than he's had to show. Maybe we're judging him on how many years? Was it 3 years for the Tommy Fury fight? A lot can happen in 3 years. Maybe he's significantly better than everyone gives him credit
I don't think Jake Paul's a YouTuber. I think he's a boxer. He's a domestic level fighter.
Jake could have stayed safe fighting MMA veterans, but he chose the hardest road possible. Maybe it's bravery, maybe it's madness. Either way, you have to respect that he's willing to step into a fight that could seriously hurt him.
He's going to get knocked out by AJ though, isn't he?
If he makes that walk,
Gotta give him his respect with that. It's very dangerous, you know. It seems like Netflix are all over him. Do you get me? It's a dangerous sport, and you can't overlook that. And Joshua's a big boy and a powerhouse. I've sat ringside and watched Joshua. That's a heavy punching man, and he's a happy and he's a good kid. He has an anger in him. He has a darkness in him. Does Anthony Joshua? And I don't think a lot of people suss that. So, the fight shouldn't go ahead. In my opinion, the fight shouldn't go ahead. However, if he does it, I'll give him his respect for that.
Let's be honest. A big reason this fight is happening is the insane money on the line, with both fighters expected to earn around $70 million each. For Jake Paul, that's a life-changing payday. For Joshua, it's just another historic paycheck.
With Fabio now champion, Joshua could get back on, reinvent himself again. Do you think he could still have the potential to beat Fabio?
In the nature of the division we're in, anybody can end anyone at any time. But Fabio Wardley's obviously been on a fantastic run. Credit to him and his team. Anthony Joshua, Fabio Wardley's a great fight for Wardley to take. But why would Anthony Joshua take a fight like that when he can make $100 million fighting Jake Paul? I mean, business is in boxing as well. And yeah, it's got to make sense for all parties.
The money is massive. The spectacle is huge. But none of that changes one fact. The guy Jake attacked backstage is preparing to hit him harder than anyone ever has.
Big news also this past week, AJ versus Jake. I mean, everyone's been calling for Jake to fight a real fighter. What do you think?
And Jake gonna fight a real fighter, and if the real fighter fights like a real fighter, then Jake gonna take a real nap. AJ, he showed you with Ngannou. He ain't one of these guys that just can go pick out streets and say, oh, I'm gonna fight AJ. No. AJ is an Olympian. AJ is a former world champion. AJ is not two-time world champion. AJ is nothing to play with. So when you go in with AJ, have your mind right, cause if you can't take it, he gonna find out.
Were you surprised when you heard about that?
No, I was not.
So you think he's going to knock him out, though, AJ?
He's going to definitely knock him out. Because, I mean, don't get it wrong. Jake's smart, and Jake does have the power if he can catch him first. He knows if he can catch AJ first, he can get AJ out. But he don't catch AJ first. Like Ngannou couldn't catch him first. AJ been boxing a long time. AJ better than they give him credit for.
Jake Paul messed up. He poked a bear and awakened a killer. Anthony Joshua isn't here to entertain or put on a show. He's here to end the hype. Jake can attack him backstage and talk all the trash he wants. But once that bell rings, there's no security, no backstage walls, no tricks, just a heavyweight monster and a cruiserweight dreamer.
AJ versus Jake Paul. Do you see the size difference between Anthony? Do you see how fucking
He's
huge
a monster,
that guy
bro.
is?
Yeah.
6'6", 265.
That's huge, dude. That gives me so much respect for Paul, though, because I was always just like, he's up fighting like all these old people. Or Tyson, I mean, Tyson's still beast, but this dude's fucking old hell. I know, but still,
This fight as a friend of Jake is like, I'm scared.
Jake made Anthony Joshua more dangerous, more focused. He attacked the wrong guy, and Joshua is about to show him exactly why that was the biggest mistake of his career.
I like the challenge. People, that's the criticism. Fight someone in their prime who's a beast. I think people just want to see me lose. That's really what the message is behind it all. And Anthony Joshua is an insane fight, but I want that challenge. We've been DMing back and forth. He wants to make it happen. He called me up, and it's looking very likely for next year.
So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.